No, the Lil Tay death hoax. Want to have a little conversation about this recent story involving Lil Tay. If you guys don't know who Lil Tay is, she was this young girl who blew up on social media a few years back for essentially flexing.
Lil Tay out here balling in the IA. I dropped 200 racks on this car, and I'm only 9 years old. I got the keys to this car. See this? These are butterfly wings. Message to all y'all broke ass haters. Y'all ain't doing it like Lil Tay. This is why all y'all fucking haters hate me.
So she blew up a few years back and has been MIA for a couple years until the other day when some news broke. The news was that Lil Tay had allegedly died. Check out this clip right here of me talking about this with a little face cam action. It's a more raw breakdown and it was recorded right as the story was breaking. After the breakdown, I'll come back with my commentary again to update you on how the story continued. And then after that, we'll continue with a little reaction / breakdown of a video involving Lil Tay that's really relevant to this conversation. And then I'll come back with my commentary once again to wrap it all up. Let me know what you guys think about this format and I'll catch you in a few minutes. Hey, how's everybody doing today? Your boy's back at it. So I want to cover this Lil Tay story. If you guys don't know what's going on, right? Let's actually just get straight into it. Yesterday, before we get into that actually, Lil Tay. Let's play a couple videos of who Lil Tay is. Or let me show you a couple videos so you know exactly who Lil Tay is. I'm sure you remember her, okay? Just check out this video right here.
Beverly Hills, I run this beat. Who do you see doing it like Lil Tay? I'm the youngest one doing it. I run LA. I got shooters there, here. I got shooters everywhere.
Okay, so Lil Tay was this young girl who went viral a few years back for essentially being the youngest flex. Oh, she's posted up with Chief Keef? She was posted up with Sosa? That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Okay, so she blew up a few years back, right, for being the youngest flexer on the internet, okay? She was making these videos of her essentially just like flexing. I mean, Lil Tay was going crazy. She was showing off cars, jewelry, all kinds of stuff. And a lot of people gravitated towards her because she was this young girl who was really good at playing a character, right? Lil Tay was a character, 1000%. And a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about that aspect and how her parents, right, the people around her, played a part in creating the character that was Lil Tay. So, Lil Tay, I'm sure you're familiar with her if you clicked on this video. Let's move on from that. So, yesterday, okay, what ended up happening is this post right here. Let me read it for you, okay? This Instagram post was posted so it was an Instagram post, and essentially they were announcing her death. So whoever was controlling this account, her account, they made this announcement essentially saying this, okay? And this was them announcing her death. This is what the post said. It is with a heavy heart that we are sharing the devastating news of our beloved Claire's sudden and tragic passing. We have no words to express the unbearable loss and indescribable pain. This outcome was entirely unexpected and has left us all in shock. Her brother's passing adds an even more unimaginable depth to our grief during this time of immense sorrow. We kindly ask for privacy as we grieve this overwhelming loss, as the circumstances surrounding Claire and her brother's passing are still under investigation. Claire will forever remain in our hearts, her absence leaving an irreplaceable void that will be felt by all who knew and loved her. So, Lil Tay has been essentially MIA from the social media world for the last couple years, right? And so this post came out yesterday, okay? 22 hours ago, this post came out. They're essentially announcing her death. And everybody thought it was really strange, right? She's MIA, out of nowhere, boom, Lil Tay is gone. What's going on? How did she die? And the question, the reason why a lot of people were asking questions is because if you guys don't know, right, the character Lil Tay, she was a character. Lil Tay was a young actor, and the directors were her family. So her family they created this character. They told her, we're gonna go over a couple of videos as well. They essentially were directing her to create this character as a ploy to make money off of Lil Tay, okay? And a lot of this was exposed a few years back when she went viral. There are some videos that we're going to play in a second where you can see her brother essentially coaching her through everything that she did. So it was all an act. And I do not blame this young girl. Anyone who's blaming this young girl, do you know how old she was when she blew up? She was 9 years old. So let's actually check out this article right here from Billboard, right? Just read this really quickly, okay? So Lil Tay dead, teen rapper and viral sensation dies at 14. Her brother has also died, the article says, and their deaths are still under investigation, a statement on her Instagram account said. Teen rapper and viral sensation personality Lil Tay, who was born Claire Hope, has died at the age of 14. The news was announced in a statement posted on Lil Tay's Instagram account, which describes her passing as sudden and tragic as well as entirely unexpected. It is with a heavy heart, and then, this is the post that I read. Let's keep moving. According to the statement, Lil Tay's brother has also passed away. Her brother's passing adds an even more unimaginable depth to our grief. It continues not mentioning his name. The self-labeled youngest flex of the century, Lil Tay, shot to fame in 2017. The internet star was a shock value-driven meme machine who often went viral online for her brash statements and bold personality. Yes, Lil Tay was really bold in those videos, right? And I remember when I saw those videos, you could tell, of course, that was an act. A little child is not gonna be able to act like that unless they've been coached through it. And I'm gonna show you this video of her brother actually coaching her through all that, so we're gonna go over that as well. But in one video from 2018, for instance, she cussed out her haters and showed her more than 3 million Instagram followers that she, in spite of being too young to have a driver's license, owned a luxury car, kicking a dent in the side of the vehicle to prove that she'd bought it rather than renting it. That video was kind of funny. She was also known for her friendship with fellow social media star Vicky, as well as her participation in on-camera feuds with YouTuber Ricegum and other viral sensation turned rapper Bad Baby. And okay, so that's the article, right? And before we move on, let's just keep on talking a little bit. So this news has been going super viral on the internet. Like Lil Tay's trending right now, super trending, okay? And so what happened was, people started asking a lot of questions about this. Lil Tay dies at the age of 14 after being MIA for how long? And then knowing the history of her family, that makes this all so shady, because it's like, wait a second, what happened? How did she die? The LAPD, right? I believe she lived in Los Angeles for a period of time. I saw that somewhere. I can't find it. But anyway, so she's from Canada. And apparently the Vancouver Police Department, they came out and they said that there's no confirmation of Lil Tay dying. Now check out this article from Vancouver Sun, right? The Los Angeles Police Department and County Medical Examiner has no information on an investigation into the death of anyone named Claire Hope. So this is very possible, okay? This is very possible. And again, this is all, I'm talking about this as this is going on, but we're all in the middle of this. Nothing is confirmed. We don't truly know if she's died. Right? Her family said it, but there's reasons to believe that her family could be lying about it. You never know, because they have a pretty shady history with how they were essentially coaching her through all these videos. So there's some doubt there. And of course, I'm not accusing their family of this. If she's gone, obviously I'm so sad and I want them to grieve, right? And I'm just trying to cover the story, and I'm just trying to talk about this from an unbiased point of view. And I don't want to make any accusations, but I'm just talking about the fact that there's reason to doubt that this actually happened the way it happened, because here the LAPD is saying, and they have no information on this, right? And a lot of outlets have been reporting on this, but we still don't truly know, right? So right now we just don't know what's going on. Now, we didn't know what was going on as the story was breaking, but since time tells all and some, we now know that Lil Tay is alive, and this entire thing happened because someone apparently hacked her account. Let's take a look at this article from TMZ. Lil Tay and her family made some statements to them clarifying what exactly happened. Social media personality Lil Tay is very much still alive, claiming her Instagram was compromised and used to spread jarring information about her and her brother's death. In a statement provided to TMZ from Tay's family, she tells TMZ, "I want to make it clear that my brother and I are safe and alive, but I'm completely heartbroken and struggling to even find the right words to say. It's been a very traumatizing 24 hours. All day yesterday, I was bombarded with endless heartbreaking and tearful phone calls from loved ones, all while trying to sort out this mess." The article continues by saying, she also says, "My Instagram account was compromised by a third party and used to spread jarring information and rumors regarding me, to the point that even my name was wrong. My legal name is Tay Tion, not clear hope. The article then continues and says, Tay thanks Meta for helping her get her Instagram account back, and the phony death statement has been removed. What's still unclear is why it took Tay 24 hours to get word out she's alive, especially because she says she was aware her account was hacked and was getting phone calls about her death. On Wednesday, TMZ contacted police in the Vancouver area, as well as family members who were totally in the dark and knew nothing of her passing. Now we know why. So that's what apparently happened. It was announced through her official Instagram account that 14-year-old Lil Tay had passed away for unknown reasons. The internet was extremely confused. A lot of conspiracies were going around regarding what happened. I was super confused and dumbfounded as to what might have happened to the little girl, because she went MIA a few years back, and now we're getting this announcement that she had passed. Apparently though, someone had hacked her account and decided to spread a rumor with the help of a falsified statement. You know, a part of me is like, I don't know how true this actually is. What would really be the incentive for hackers to follow through with something like this? This entire thing to me is honestly still very strange, and I can't say that this gives me any closure. I mean, I'm happy that she's alive, of course, but what's the likelihood that this is what actually happened? I'm not gonna sit here and say that this was a clout stunt for sure. It could be one, or it could not be one. One of my personal theories is that, you know, this was a deliberate attempt from her family or management to create some publicity around her name. Now, I can't confirm that this is what it is for sure, but there are reasons to question how this entire thing went down due to the nature of this story. In a scenario where this is 100% the truth, the question would be, why exactly was Lil Tay targeted? Because I don't know about you, but this is the first time I've seen this kind of story. It's not like a death hoax has not happened, but a death hoax of this kind is not all that common at all. I'll be honest with you, I think regardless of if, you know, this is the truth or not, this could become a new MO, if you will, for a lot of people looking for clout on social media. Like I said in that interview with Anthony Padilla.
Exactly, because clout is a disease.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga!
From a few years back where my face was, you know, my face was all covered up. Not anymore though. That nigga's sexy as shit, bro. Clout is in fact a disease, and I think there's a lot of people out there who'll do anything in order to receive a wave of clout, including faking one's death. Let's continue with the video segment where I break down this clip of some controversy Lil Tay and her family got into a few years back. Again, just like the first segment, this is a really raw breakdown. A few years back, it was exposed that then 9-year-old Lil Tay was getting coached through all these videos that went viral on social media. So that's what I break down on this part. Check it out, and then I'll catch you at the end. I want to look at this clip, right, of her brother essentially coaching her through the character, okay? And I'm going to break this down and give some of my commentary on this as we go. And by the way, if you're enjoying this type of content, I'm having a good time doing this. It's raw, straight off the dome, you know? So let me know what you think about this content, and if you like it, like the video, and I'll be bringing you more of this, okay? Straight off the dome, okay? Freestyle. I'm the greatest freestyler on earth, next to Juice WRLD, RP to Juice. So let's check out this footage right here.
Oh wait, go back and say like, no, you.
So her brother is coaching her through the character of Lil Tay, okay? He's telling her what to say. He's telling her exactly how to say it. And he's being very descriptive. Notice how descriptive he's being. And I'm showing you this, right? This went viral a few years back, but there's a lot of people who haven't seen it. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because a lot of people looked at Lil Tay, even when this story went viral, people looked at it and said, F this little girl. You know, she's a culture vulture. She's this, she's that. Why y'all feel sorry for this little girl? Because she's a little girl and she was being manipulated. She was being used as a ploy to make money. That was all done by her family. That was orchestrated by her family, right? So I never looked at Lil Tay, period. Despite, you know, this tragic, you know, her alleged passing, right? Even before this, I never looked at it and said, hey, F this little girl. Hell no. Absolutely not, because she was being manipulated into this. This was not her work, okay? This was not the work of her own. This was the work of adults who knew the potential of doing something like this. So she was being used, okay? This Lil Tay was being used. She didn't know what she was doing. And at the time of her blowing up, she was 9 years old. 9 years old. This is a 9-year-old right here. So just keep that in mind.
Broke ass bitch. You out here, out here like with your irrelevant ass. You making a video on me? Like, bitch, I'm way more relevant than you. You're trying to be relevant and you trying to be.
He's being so descriptive. It's crazy. He's a master director, and she's the actor. But the thing is, unlike an actual actor, she doesn't have a choice because this is her family who are forcing her into doing all this.
Be like me.
Mommy, stop! I was filming!
I hate that, man. I hate that sound. I just hate that. I don't like seeing children in fear, man. She was clearly in fear. Did you hear that? Mommy, please stop. Did you hear that? How she said that?
Mommy, stop! I was filming! Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now.
So that's the character right there. You see that? Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now. And then she does the Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now. And then she's looking for validation like a child does. Children, they look for when children don't know if in a situation like this, she's a child, she's a little child, they're telling her, do this, do it like this, do it like this. So it's like, let me act and then let me see if I can get the validation and then positive reinforcement. And that's how the character stays alive. Oh, you did a good job, Lil Tay. If she didn't do a good job, they shame her. And then before you know it, the character becomes the real her. And that's how she stays in character.
Redo. You need to be like more ignorant.
You need to be more ignorant. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
You have to be like, ooh, Lil Tay out here. Wait, what did he say again?
You still irrelevant like I said last time.
You see that?
Still
Let's play that back again. Like, so she's in character like last time. And that's when the character dies, right?
irrelevant like I said last time.
And this is the real her right here.
What do I say?
What do I say? She's looking for she's looking for the positive reinforcement. She's looking to be coached because this is all she knew. This is all she knows. She's looking for that validation, like, did I do a good job? So she's in character. She's like, Lil Tay's popping. And then she loses character, right? And now she's looking for that validation. So this is how the character was created.
I'm a
Trendsetter, I guess she's about to say.
I'm a trend maker and you a trend follower. You a little bitch. You
Oh, he corrected her. Oh, you see that? She said trend maker, and then he was like, I said trendsetter before I even heard the clip, and then he said trendsetter, correcting her, right? Because if she uses the wrong terminologies, the character is not real. So everything about Lil Tay was fake. Everything was fake and orchestrated. You see that? You see the subtleties right here?
Lil Tay always got enough money. This shit cost me $2,000. This shit cost me $10,000, and
I
this.
said stop saying 10,000, 2,000, 3,000, 2,500. Doesn't make any sense. 10,000. Your auntie, Lil Tay gon' fuck your mama, and I'ma smack your auntie, cause your mama a thought and your auntie ugly as fuck.
You see how he's teaching her to filthy with her mouth as possible? Like he's coaching her to be as degenerate as possible. And again, she's a child. She doesn't know what she's doing. She knows nothing of it. She doesn't know what she's doing. This is all she knows. This is all she knows because the elders are telling her to do this.
I gonna fuck your mama and I'ma still smack your auntie cause your mama a thought and your auntie ugly as fuck.
So there's the clip, and disgusting, absolutely disgusting what they did to this little girl. I always hated seeing this. Like this, to me, not to me actually, this is child abuse. This is abuse. You know that, right? 100%. This is abuse in the most disgusting way. And I want to talk about something else, right? And I've seen this, but not because I'm on TikTok. I probably will be on TikTok soon just to, promote my shit. So it's for a good cause, right? But I won't promote anything negative or this stupid shit they be promoting there. Anyway, so I've seen a lot of videos on Twitter, right? So there's a lot of parents, okay, like new generation parents, because our parents, like your parents, they don't be doing this. It's these new generation parents who they have children and they're addicted to social media, all of them, okay? So parents who are addicted to social media who have zero morals, and what they do is they create these accounts on TikTok and just on social media in general, but especially on TikTok because that's where all the degenerate stuff is. So they create these accounts on TikTok, and what they do is they document their children's upbringing, and they create content on it. So there's literally thousands, like so many big accounts of just like, they're supposed to be like family you know, like, oh, my family, documenting my family life. But it's essentially these parents, these new generation parents who have zero morals, documenting their children's upbringing and childhood just in order to make money. And they have like millions of followers on TikTok, millions of followers. And there's like people who consume that. And I'm like, yo, what kind of audience is consuming that? It's probably like a bunch of grown men, weirdos, consuming all that, looking at little kids all day. You sick motherfuckers, man. You sick. What's even worse is these people are making millions. They're making money off this. And there's a demand for this craziness. There's a demand for this. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, do people not have any morals these days? Do y'all not have an ounce of shame capitalizing off your children like this? It's truly a shame. It's truly, truly, truly a shame, right? And there's like an audience for this. And I'm like, who is watching all this stuff all day? Like, what's the demographic? I don't know. It's a bunch of weirdos, obviously. And the parents are weird too. Like, just all this stuff is weird. There's parents doing that stuff. So Lil Tay, I think Lil Tay was like validation to this next generation, because she blew up like years ago, right? So I think someone like Lil Tay blowing up, I think a lot of those accounts that are being ran by these people, they probably saw Lil Tay getting capitalized on like this. Like they saw the success of Lil Tay, and she was, this little girl, I'm pretty sure she was pulling in, like Lil Tay was pulling in a lot of money. I don't know how much money, but a lot. I'm sure she pulled in a couple million. Of course, she was a business opportunity for her family, right? And the same goes for all these people creating these accounts, these social media accounts, capitalizing on their children on social media. They're literally documenting their children's lives for money. No shame in their bones. Absolutely no shame. And it's ridiculous. It's so disgusting. And I'm like, what is going on with the world now? How is this okay? How are these accounts making hundreds of thousands every single month? And they're abusing their children. Because let me just say this. Anyone who's listening to me right now, would you want your parents, okay, to record you as a baby, as you're growing up, record all these stupid videos like they're doing on TikTok and stuff, just to capitalize off of your childhood? Would you want that? I wouldn't want that. That's abuse. That's abuse. Imagine growing up. Imagine a lot of these kids, right? They're like 5. Some of them are like 1, 2, like they're recording their babies and stuff like. And I've just seen this on Twitter, right? I can't stomach stuff like that. I can't. Okay. And I'm sure we can relate, right? I've seen this stuff on Twitter, and a lot of people have been calling them out, right? A lot of people have been calling out these accounts, which is good. I'm seeing these videos, and it's like little kids, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-year-olds, right? They're recording them as they're growing up. Imagine when these kids grow up and they're like 15, 16, 17, 20, whatever. They're gonna look back on this because like this is a new generation thing. This is something that's just coming out now with the rise of TikTok, right? And the algorithm is obviously promoting all this weird stuff. I wonder why they're promoting all this stuff. Anyway, there we have the story. This entire situation was extremely shady, honestly. I still don't know if I'm gonna believe that this is what really happened. That aside, I'm just gonna focus on the fact that this is great news regardless. I mean, Lil Tay is 14 years old. Seeing kids die is one of the most heartbreaking things one can really see. So I'm gonna consciously make a decision to focus on the fact that she's safe and sound. Nothing more, nothing less. Do you have any thoughts on this Lil Tay story? Curious to hear what you have to say. You let me know in the comments section below. Catch you on the next one, and I am out.